It's been 50 years since the War of the Wilds, and still the military of the Kindleland soldiers on. Behind the fences and walls of their strongholds, the men and women who guard the citizens of the Graynor Peninsula remain ever vigilant to the forces who seek to destroy them. But they are not without their own conflicts, squabbles, and although the adventures of the Shifter, the Dragonborn, and the human-turned-elf are vital, we must also remember that without this first line of defense, our bumbling heroes would have no chance. These are the tales of three such soldiers, warriors. This is Another Path, Birds of Prey. Welcome to Another Path, Birds of Prey. My name is Zack, and I am not Chase. Nope. No, I am not. Chase and I have been going through some job change stuff, so just to make life a little easier on Chase, I'm going to take over editing this side story of some new characters for you guys. This is called Birds of Prey. It was recorded on New Year's Day during our big recording extravaganza while we were all in the same room back in Ohio. The audio is a little echoey, like it was back in our drug trip episode, but it's still totally listenable. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you like our show, I hope that you can maybe consider supporting us on Patreon. We have so many ideas for new shows and just ways to make this show even better. So supporting us on Patreon really makes those things possible for us. To go off of that, I would like to thank some of our donors, Kim and Kat. Thank you so much for your support. It helps us tremendously, and so we really appreciate you guys. If you want to support us in other ways, you can tweet at us, at Another Path Pod, like us, and post about us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/AnotherPathPodcast. Check out our website at anotherpathpodcast.com, or rate us, like us, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play. So just check us out in all those different places. Now, lastly, before we hop into it, it's a bit sad, but I want to dedicate this episode to a friend of mine who passed recently, actually. His name is Terrence McCoy. He was absolutely wonderful. He was the type of person who would make you feel like family, even though you met him 5 minutes ago. And it was always tremendous just kind of being around him. And so the world kind of seems like a sadder place with him gone. If I could honor him with this weird show, I think that could be enough for me. But anyway, let's jump into this show. How about it? So this is Another Path, Birds of Prey. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip.
All right, hello and welcome to a very, very special episode of Another Path. If you're listening to this, it is probably on a day that you expected to hear the continuing adventures of Jackson, Zephyr, and Mordecai. We're not going to have that today, unfortunately, because, we got some life stuff coming up here, and we figured we want to go ahead and create a buffer for us. Mm-hmm. So what you're going to be listening to right here, right now, is a completely randomly generated encounter. We actually sat down and we did this over the course of, what was that, guys? Like about an hour or so? Yeah. All said and done, we completely generated characters randomly using dice rolls out of the Xanathar's Guide to Everything, as well as a little bit of the Player's Handbook. Ryan is largely generating this adventure out of the DMG and Xanathar's Guide to Everything. And that is another important thing. Ryan is going to be running. I'm playing this time around, so we're going to dive right on in. We did try to record this a little bit earlier, but unfortunately it looks like we lost a good old chunk of audio here in the middle, so that's not super fun for everybody. So we're going to go ahead and give you a quick flyby on each of our characters.
Yeah, we did a lot of the rolling on that chunk that got lost, but we legit rolled all of these. We're all in the same place, and everything is randomized. Down to name and gender and...
Specifically gender.
Specifically gender. Which we'll get to.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're going to start with Griffin then.
Okay.
So, Griffin, you want to introduce yourself?
So, I'm playing Bilga with a B. She is a half-orc shadow sorcerer. We're all level 3. It's worth mentioning. Urchin background. We all rolled for stats. Mine are kind of poopy. I'm a beefy sorcerer though. Plus 15, or not plus 15. 15
Plus 15 con. Yeah, there you go.
With only a charisma of +1. I'm not the best at my sorcery. Got the Orcish Fury feat out of the new Xanathar's racial feats. Rolled some magic items as well. Notably for me, I got a +1 dagger. I got a cap of water breathing and a pearl of power, which is nice. As for random sort of character traits we rolled for and backstory things, for my... give me a second, so I just know what the... Ooh, I opened right to it. My arcane origin was a powerful entity entered this world and its magic changed me. People's reactions to me, to Bilga, were my neighbors hate and fear my power, causing them to shun me. My supernatural mark is a red splotch appears on my neck once per day and then vanishes after an hour.
That's nice.
That's super bizarre. My sign of sorcery
That's
is
nice.
that for a moment after I cast a spell, the area around me grows dark and gloomy, super appropriate for a
Shadow
shadow
sorcerer,
magic.
yeah.
And then my shadow magic quirk specifically is I sometimes have trouble remembering that living creatures and corpses should be treated differently. So
Yeah.
Bilga's kind of and I'm urchin background as well. So Bilga's and then my trainer. For my why I became a sorcerer thing, a stranger sensed my power and helped me to control my gift. And I have no early memory of my childhood, except I woke up hungry and alone. So there's a pretty good story there already.
It's a pretty
Yeah,
good story, and the best part of all of that is everything you just said was a roll.
Yep, everything was a roll. I rolled each and every one of those little traits and my race and gender and class and subclass. So that's me. That's Bilga.
All right.
Bilga, throwing it over to
Yeah.
our
Oh,
favorite GM in a second.
Yeah, we are, just because I think this was a tidbit I got in the Lost audio. This is in fiction. This is in
yes.
the Kindlelands.
Yes, this will be in fiction.
Gonna be in
This'll-
Bulwark?
Bulwark.
Yeah,
Excellent.
So-
Mostly because we haven't seen it yet.
right.
That's right.
So,
I mean, sort of.
Sort of.
sort
Kind of, sort
I
of.
mean, this probably will come out after that.
Sort of. It's a different Bulwark. Time is weird.
Time's
this is New Year's Day, 2018.
Also,
so.
it's still New Year's Day.
It's
We've
still
been
New
sitting
Year's
here
Day.
for
We've
hours.
been recording literally since like 11.
Pretty
It
much.
is the single best way
All
to
right.
kick off 2018.
All right,
Go
so
ahead, Chase.
I am going to be playing on Bara Frostbeard.
That's an elf, right?
That's a
an
dwarf,
elf.
right? That is a
Dwarf.
That is a dwarf. A dwarf sailor, drunken master monk.
Hell yeah.
Anbera was a monk in at a monastery up in the bowels of the Feywild. They were tasked with keeping track and keeping mind of the Kirin, which are like super dragon unicorns. Until one day, my master turncoat on us and. He seemed kindly at first, and then it just all went downhill from there. And again, that was all generated from the random rolls there. We've got looks like I have picked up a potion of healing, a potion of climbing, a potion of water breathing, and a wand of web. So all super handy.
Oh, yeah.
All
Wand
super
of
handy,
web,
as well as a
you can light that.
+1 short sword, which always handy as well.
Definitely handy. Definitely handy. And then throwing it over to our tallest player.
Hi, that's me, Zack. I will be playing Ragana Suthrasis. I think I got it. I think I got it down. It took me a while to get that
Yeah,
last
that's
name.
a rough one.
Ross.
I think it's Suthrasis. Yeah, she is a redemption paladin. Her paladining is part of the family. It's been comes from a long line of them.
And she's a half elf?
She's a half elf, yes. And her goal in life is glory. It's why she that's her personal goal is to bring the world into as the thing says, a grand new era that she sees that's branded with her own name.
That's
right?
pretty good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Damn,
and
Xanathars.
Yeah, right. My symbol, my holy symbol, is an unblinking eye, meaning that I am ever alert to all threats against my cause, which works with my
That
first
works
thing.
pretty good, yeah.
The next bit in here is a nemesis, which I think which
rivals?
I just kind of forgot about. Well, this is nemesis, but we
Nemesis?
also randomly rolled
Rivals,
a
yeah, we're gonna
rival
get to the rivals
gang,
in a second.
against us. So we'll
This is
just
gonna be interesting.
we'll just call them that. And then my temptation is lust.
Ooh.
I know, right?
That's great.
Yeah, Ragna,
Your temptation is Bill.
Yeah. You can't resist an attractive face and a pleasant smile. I know, right?
Wink. It's a good thing one of these rivals isn't a bard.
But to kind of keep with the family thing, the reason I became a paladin was because I have found evidence of a long, like, family member's unfulfilled quest, and so I've taken it upon myself to complete
That's pretty
it.
good. Nice.
So,
That's pretty good.
So that is Ragna Sutharasis.
So now we get to the other thing that we rolled for, which I think is super interesting. We had... actually, hold on. Let me back up. For those of you playing along at home, if you did not just catch that, all three of our dudes are not dudes.
We're ladies.
Girl Squad.
Hashtag Girl
Girl
Squad.
Squad.
Girl Squad.
Girl Squad.
Girl Squad.
Yeah.
This
Girl
is certainly a different path.
I was just gonna do another path bit.
All right.
I'm glad. You know.
Guys.
So we have
We're all
three rivals here.
And I don't think, and we have some history in our friend group of people
Cross-playing.
playing, of cross playing. I certainly never have.
Yeah, neither have.
I think we're actually in the minority of people who haven't really
Yeah.
like. I mean, outside of GMing, which I mean, you know,
which
I don't really-
doesn't count.
Yeah.
It kind of counts, but it's also not the same thing.
So this
Right.
is going to be really
This is
interesting.
gonna be an interesting time right here.
yeah.
So we had everybody roll for... I had everybody roll for their rival, which is a new thing in Xanathar's. Bilga...
Okay.
Bilga's rival is a human prodigy ranger monster slayer. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, right.
And her name is Ava.
Ava. No match with Bilga.
Yeah.
I think this voice might just be female Smith.
Yeah. What happened to
Chase
this?
and Bara Frostbeard. Her rival is Nil, which is just a great name. We also rolled for all the names, which is great.
Because Xanathar's has
Because Xanathar's has
20
that.
pages of names.
It's great. And we'll get to that in a second. Nil, the half-orc, also a prodigy, who is a bard. Half-orc bard.
Yep.
Of blades.
College of Swords, yeah,
Swords.
blades. So he gets the flourishes. That's going to be fun. And then crossing over to Zack,
Got a little family rivalry.
or Ragna Suthrasis.
Suthrasis.
Zack's rival is a guy named Galandin, an elf named Galandin Suthrasis.
Little family rivalry.
And
that was a random
ladies and
roll.
gentlemen, was a roll. You can't make this up. Wood elf, and that is a wood elf wizard. So this is going to be interesting.
So a sorcerer, a monk, and a paladin versus a ranger, a bard, and a wizard.
basically.
It's a fun little
Yeah.
It's
3v3.
That's going to be interesting if you survive that one.
And there's no promise of that.
There's
There's
not.
no promise of that because this is a one shot.
Where anything can
So
happen.
we do need to do one thing, and I don't care who, but I need one person to roll a d20.
Me.
I'm
Okay,
first.
do it.
Wow.
You go ahead.
No, you already rolled it.
No, go.
You rolled it.
Roll it, Griffin.
16.
16.
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Okay.
I'm going to turn this car around. Crap, I'm not
Okay.
driving. Damn it. Fuck. What was that 16 for, good buddy?
Super secret things.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
It was for the rival reason,
Okay.
Oh.
Which will, I'm
which
assuming, will become evident
quickly
in fiction.
become evidence.
Sweet.
Excellent.
And for those of you at home, I have written this game, but written's in heavy quotes because
There's an asterisk.
I have a page and a half of notes. However, at least half of those notes were for the character creation roles. Another third is just the names we came up with, and then I've got an outline that's about 4 bullet points.
Good.
So,
Cool.
let's do this thing. Theme music. We don't have theme music.
It's the normal music, but I play it like backwards and slow down just a little bit.
All right. So, we find ourselves in the city of Bulwark, which which is on the southern edge of the continent. Or not the continent, the
peninsula.
The peninsula. I always forget the word. We're on the southern edge of the peninsula by Greynor's Wall. There's a large military presence in this city, which includes the three of you.
Hey.
The three of you are all military members, some of you willingly, some of you not.
Hi, that'd be me.
Half-orc, sorcerer, shadow magic.
Just shrouded in darkness.
Yeah. You were certainly conscripted.
Oh, yeah.
We find ourselves in the city of Bulwark, though, and the three of you find yourselves sent to the colonel's office.
What did we do?
Ryan is now reaching down and putting a hat on.
No, this is the... Oh, no. Yay, but no, but yay.
A man sits behind a desk, staring the three of you down. He is a grizzled, older veteran, a human, who with a very large cowboy hat.
That's not men's words. It's a cowboy
It's
hat.
a cowboy hat. Right, Ann. I heard y'all done fucked up real bad. Been sent here because, well, there's no easy way to put this. You rolled a 16, so that means y'all about to be court-martialed.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn it.
So, the way...
That was it. We rolled a 16,
Yeah.
and that's all.
I should point out that this game might get a little meta.
There we are.
That's fair. All right.
The point has been made. Thank
But
you.
your friends, Ava, Neil, and Gallandin, they did present us with evidence, and they were they spoke a lot about how much it hurt them to bring this up, but they gave us some good evidence that the three of you were, y'all were stealing rations and throwing them over the wall. I don't understand why you would do that. Why are you
What can
feeding
I
the
say?
trees?
Old habits.
Why are you feeding the trees?
Did
I don't
you
understand.
perhaps roll an insight check to see that they're telling a bunch of bullshit?
I don't know what that means.
We found the line of the meta. All right, let's reel it back.
All right.
Now, here's how this is going to go down. Here in the city Bulwark, at least in the army down here, y'all got two choices. You can either just take it, right, ladies? You just take it. You can get dishonorably discharged, but it's just kind of a slap on the wrist, and you'll probably be able to get gainful employment elsewhere, just not here.
I'd be fine with that.
Or there is the right of challenge,
Mm-hmm.
which basically means you can fight your way up, earn enough Roddy points.
Jesus.
I should mention my name's Rodrigo.
That's not been made clear yet.
I may be giving you this lore backwards. My name's Rodrigo, Colonel Rodrigo.
Yes, I know we work here.
Yeah.
Rodrigo is an NPC from Ryan's former campaign. A beloved NPC. And he wore the hat then, too.
Yes, I did. Now, y'all can fight your way up through the training pits, and you gotta earn 3 Roddy points. Each fight you win, you get a Roddy point. At the end of all of that, you can turn in your Roddy points for a chance to face your accusers in combat.
Actually, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, yes.
Yeah, all right. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever gets me back out on the ship sooner.
Well, you see, we could just put you back out on the ship with a dishonorable discharge.
Oh, no, I want to shank somebody.
No, I want to see who's lying about this.
Right, those are the people I want to shank.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I'm taking your accent by
I'm
accident.
taking yours. I'm not merging. It's becoming one accent.
It's a big mess.
All right, so
I need to lean into their ration.
Mm-hmm.
here's how this is going to work. Y'all got a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you'll fight one thing or group of things, whatever the trainers, let loose out of the cages that day down there in the pits.
All right.
So it's going to be random? That
it's-
does not seem fair.
It's going to be random to a point. Right? But here's the thing. You do only have to do one a day.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, we get to try everything at top strength.
Yes. But here's the other thing, right? If y'all get hurt in there, we ain't pulling you out.
Understood.
So you can still walk away if you want to.
Just like being on the other side of the wall.
I will crush anyone that is in my path.
I believe you.
I like you. We don't hang out enough.
Wow.
The energy in the room has gotten very weird, and I'd like to go and punch things now if you don't mind.
Was that it was very flirty, is what that was.
Message
Remember,
received.
lust.
Well, it's your temptation. It's not your predilection. Like, you're not.
Hey, we only have a short span of time with these characters. I figured I'd try to ride it to the highest extent.
Oh man!
That's right. Look, we got to push the boundaries in order to see where they are.
Fair enough.
Right. So, ladies, tomorrow at noon.
That's hilarious.
We'll
I'm sorry.
Ladies. Yeah. I've played too many characters.
Yep.
Tomorrow at noon will be your first chance to earn a Roddy point. I didn't name the system, but
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Like it.
Can I make an inside check on Rodrigo?
Yes, please do. I gotta drop this voice.
That is 15.
What are you trying to insight?
If he's lying about if he came up with the name Roddy Points or not.
Absolutely, that's a lie.
All right, sweet.
That is absolutely a lie. He came up with it. He loves it.
It's his favorite thing about it, going to work.
There's a on the wall of its office. There's actually a list. There's a big sign that says Roddy Points on the top of the chalkboard, and then there's just a list of names with all of the points.
Can you cash in your Roddy Points for other things? Like, what's the market here? I want to really dive into the fiction of Roddy Points.
You can actually you can trade in Roddy Points for leave or
Nice.
for if you get enough actually for promotion.
Ooh.
That's kind of how that works down
That's
here.
a little fucked up.
Yeah. Well, life is fucked up.
I imagine, like, if you can, like, bank up a lot, like 30, then, like, you can turn those in, like, he'll make you cookies.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, you get like a puppy.
Like Rodrigo has to do something kind of demeaning. Like, he has to make you dinner and, like, go on a date with
But
you.
you can get weapons and potions and
So
materials.
it's like one part
and
requisitions.
It's one part requisitions, one part promotion, one part leave, and
one part justice system,
and one
apparently.
part justice.
All right, let's get down to the shit.
Yeah.
All right, so here's how this is going to go. So they'll say this is day 0.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the rest of day 0. Y'all head back to the barracks.
Mm-hmm.
You're all put in the same space under guard.
Naturally.
Because you are under court-martial, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I can take this hat off now.
Okay.
But why would you?
Oh, why would I? I wore a wig the rest of the day.
That's true.
So it'll give you all a couple of minutes in that night to kind of plan and see how you can play to your strengths. And from Roddy that the whatever you're fighting will be some sort of creature monsters.
Right. Okay. Not like humanoids and whatnot.
No, you will not be fighting other
Oh,
soldiers.
I thought that we were just gonna be fighting some other dudes. It's like, oh man, we're gonna like be tearing this army apart.
No, you have to. You have the Roddy points that you acquire allow you to fight them.
Oh, got you.
All right.
For your honor.
Yeah, I just thought we were fighting like grunts until like Team Rocket grunts
Team
until
Rocket
we got
grunts,
to like the captains.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of Rattatas and
yeah,
Rhymers.
exactly.
Maybe an Ekans.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Definitely an Ekans.
But no Arbox. You're
No
not, you're not
Arbok.
that
I mean,
cool.
We're not.
We're the coolest.
So
We're so great.
this is your RP sesh.
All right, cool. Right. Hey, are we free to leave, or are we under like lock and key?
So they take you back to the barracks, and there are a couple of guards that are assigned to you, and they're going to stick pretty close to you. Come a certain time, you're going to be hit curfew, and then you're going to have to stay in your room.
Sure.
And if you go anywhere else, they're going to follow you pretty closely, but you are not shackled.
Sure. Can I get some government requisitioned alcohol? Because really, that's all I need right now.
Yes, yes,
Drunken
you
master,
can.
right.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
yes, you
Unvara
can.
needs to fill up her stash.
Yes, you can. How? Where do you go?
Is there a barracks bar?
The Barex?
Yeah, the Barex.
The Barex.
Barex? Yeah. I was trying to think of the name. What was the name that we came up with?
It was the Barex.
The Barex?
Yeah, it's a barracks that has a bar.
It's
in
the
it.
Barex? Okay,
Yeah.
it's the Barex.
It's not the cleanest name, but it's funny.
The Barex.
It gets you where you need to go.
It's the Barex.
Which is
It
exactly what you want out of the bar and the
the bar and the
barracks.
barracks. The bar and the barracks is always half full. It is always dirty. It is always stinky.
My kind of place.
And it is a coin flip as to whether or not you're about to sit down on a crate that is covered in sticky liquid.
I'm okay with this.
It works, you know, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my drink on for this evening
Okay.
because I'm angry and I want to just sort this out.
All right.
This is we're not doing anything this day, right?
No, you're not doing anything. This
All
is
right,
just
cool.
your...
I spend time sharpening just my halberd and my greatsword to like razor levels.
Razor sharp. Just razor sharp. Thin. Cut,
You know,
cut
like a
through piece of
Motorola
paper.
razor, like sharper than that.
Yeah.
There's a reference we can all enjoy. And remember.
Oh, Motorola razors.
As part of being a shadow sorcerer, and the first ability you get, which is called Eyes of the Dark. At 3rd level, I can cast darkness by spending sorcery points or a spell slot. So I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points and I'm going to go to the barracks and I'm going to pick a corner, like just the literal corner of the establishment. Even if I have to drag a crate over there,
Okay.
I'm going to cast darkness around myself. So there's just this literal dark corner of this place.
Great.
Where I can be at one with my magic. I like to think that with all of this, that maybe in studying and practicing with this mysterious stranger of mine, that like maybe he was like a warlock of the deep or one of the great old ones, some one of the warlock patrons. And so I imagine that I'm thinking that Bilga probably has some degree of reverence to the great old ones, maybe even the fiends of just maybe this is where my power came from. So she's just gonna spend some time sitting in literal pitch darkness with a drink. Like the nastiest orc rot gut
Yeah,
that
exactly.
the bar has. And I'm just going to chill there.
All
for a
right,
bit.
you're sitting in darkness, and Ragna, you're sharpening your weapons, and the guards are just waiting by the door at this point. They're pretty confident you're not going anywhere because you've signed up to do the hard way here.
They gave me the chance to stab the people who are accusing us. I cannot walk away from that.
Seriously.
And Barra,
Ah.
a very large shadow crosses over you,
It's not me, I promise.
and the glass of ale sitting on the table in front of you is swiped away.
Ah, what the fuck, mate?
I can't believe you're still here. And this is Nil. It's Nil. And flanking Nil are Ava and Callandan. I can't believe you said you'd do it.
Oh, I just got to pick a couple of folks, and then you, so it shouldn't be that hard.
I'm gonna have fun kicking your ass.
I mean, look, it's nice for you to work in, what's the word I'm looking for, hypotheticals, but, I mean, look, we all know how it's gonna turn out now.
Can you even walk straight?
What's the point?
You are a drunken asshole and is ashamed of the uniform.
I mean,
There's a reason they should kick you out.
I'm a drunken asshole, but I'm not the one that's going around lying about throwing rations over the wall. Seriously, you couldn't come up with something better.
Well, I'm the one that came up with that one. And that would be Ava. Who quickly realizes what she said and stops talking.
That's what I thought. Hey, you see, you just, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm gonna get it sorted out. I'm gonna get you sorted out, and it's gonna work out fine. Don't worry about it, dear. Don't worry.
I'm going to need Ava to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It would be a 13.
Damn. Okay, she saves.
She
I
saves.
whistle from my darkness in an attempt to cast Charm Person. on
Okay.
her, and it does not succeed.
And so doesn't she know that you did it though?
Probably.
No, I think it's if
it fails the saving throw.
I think if it makes the saving
It doesn't say anything about that. If they were charmed and the spell ends, they know they were charmed.
Yeah.
But I mean, she can probably.
She has rolled a very low perception.
Okay.
She's just like, whoa.
There's like a from the darkness. There's like
as
a
have the guards.
Ava, darling.
As have the guards.
All right. Look, you did what you're gonna do, and that's a damn shame, but here we all are. So how about you let me drink in peace, grab Bale out of his hands, and you'll get on your way.
I'll step out of the darkness and join my fellow. Just kind of. I'll just linger. I'll just make a presence.
Yeah, I've been sitting there in the corner, just like sharpening stuff. I'm like, God damn it!
The half-breed needs to die anyway. I hope you make it that far, because I would like to kill you myself.
Oh, you're racist
cousin.
too.
Hey, isn't it so inconvenient that you share the same name with a half-breed?
It's the worst, and I will fix that error.
Oh, what, are you going to turn yourself in for being such a child that you have to lie to get us kicked out of here?
I'm gonna stand behind. What's this cat's name? Galandan.
Yes.
I'm gonna stand behind him and put my hands up, like above my head, and cast minor illusion, so it looks like I'm marionetting him. And I'm just gonna like, just make it. Any he moves his arms, I'm gonna like match my motions, just so it looks like he's a puppet.
Okay.
Wait, charisma.
Excellent.
Oh no, I start busting up laughing.
What are you...
Turns around.
Hello, darling.
You know, if we start a fight in here, everyone's on our side.
You know that no one gives a shit about you.
You're criminals.
Mm.
If it wasn't for this archaic rule, well, I'm happy because I get to kill this fucker. This disgrace to the family name. This blot on history.
It is because of this archaic rule that I will have the pleasure of sticking a knife in your ribs.
Oh, this will...
No, that's for me, thank you.
Oh yes, it is you, darling
Yeah,
Ava.
no. We're not going to take that away from her.
Fine, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave them to their last drink. They're not even going to make it far enough to see us.
Hey, you have yourself a good night.
Fucking slam dunk Ragnar.
So you all,
Run
they
back
leave.
to
The three of them leave and leave you to your alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You all get a decent night's sleep, and in the morning, you wake up, eat a decent breakfast, and the guards lead you down to the training pits.
So ready.
There don't appear to be too many people in the stands.
Wait, this is a spectator sport?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's like a
Yeah,
trial,
okay.
isn't it? I'm assuming like some sort of just like training.
Yeah, it's
People
a
die in here sometimes.
Yeah.
I want you to think of this as like a mini coliseum.
No,
I was thinking like the Game of Thrones trial by combat.
Yeah, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the
the
Game of
Mountain and the
Thrones
Viper.
trial.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of like that, except it is down.
Yes.
and then it is ringed. There are walls and seating. So the next day, it is the next day, and as high noon hits and the church bells ring out, the three of you are led from the holding pens through the tunnels into the wide open space of the training pit. The pit itself is about 80 feet across. It is a circle, and I would like someone to roll a d6.
Oh, I'm on it.
I rolled the last random die, so.
That's a 2.
Let's see what kind of terrain it is.
Oh.
Fun.
It's modular. They can just press a button and it changes.
It's magical. Because
Magical modular.
I have lists for different terrains. So, of course, it's magical.
Oh, so because Xanathar's has all the terrain based.
Xanathar's all the
Monsters.
terrain-based encounters.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice. That's fun.
So this is probably going to be the one thing that is a little bit less than random because there are some things on this list that you just should not fight or are not fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I imagine a lot of those encounters are built there so that there's a degree of actual fight or flight,
Yes.
but that's not how we're setting things up today.
So
we are fighting.
With a 2, the terrain today is something that you've seen before. About 70% of it is sand, and then towards the edge, it's actually water.
Okay. Coastal map.
It is coastal.
All right.
You all walk in through the west entrance, which is onto the sand. And I would like someone to now roll the fateful D100.
Get a chase.
43.
43.
43.
Okay.
And now we switch to the monster
I'll make the
manual.
Monster well, maybe I can. Hey, cool. It's on
Chaos.
here. Okay, great.
Chaos.
Now somebody else roll me a D6.
My turn. 1.
Are you sure?
Yes?
Are you really sure?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm rolling on.
You're rolling for number of enemies.
Oh.
Nice.
You all walk through the tunnel on the west side, and the gate slams down behind you. It's very rusty. But it's also a little bit blood-soaked.
Nice.
It's very, very rustic. And you spread out a little bit, the three of you on the sand there, and you wait.
I think I have my halberd out.
Yeah, I've got there's like a little essentially just a shadow ball
correct.
that I'm just kind of tossing back and forth between my hands, my big meaty orc hands.
I am palming a golden scale in one hand and my short sword in the other.
Just kind of
Swaying back and forth, but I am very dexterously rolling this scale across my numbers.
I look at you and I was like, "Are you drunk again?"
Fought better when I'm drunk,
You keep saying that.
and it's still true.
All right, if we fuck this up though,
I wouldn't second guess the lady.
Everyone roll perception checks. As no enemies appear.
that is a natural 20.
Okay.
14.
16.
And 16.
16.
Bilga, you see them first.
Sorry, I forgot my name was Bilga for a second. It's still a very good name. Go on.
You see them first, lurking just beneath the surface of the water, making their way towards you. There are 5 of them. And they are very large crabs. Now, because you saw them, let's roll some initiative.
Yeah.
And they won't try to get a surprise round.
That's 21.
21
Damn.
for Ragna.
12.
12 for Bilga.
It's
And
going to be a 15 for me.
and 15 for Anbera.
Is it on or Anabera? On.
I have Onbara.
Anbera. All right. There are 5 of them. And Ragna, you're up first. What do you do? They are at the edge of the water, just slightly emerged. I'm going to say you guys are probably... So they're probably 25 feet in from the water, and you guys are probably 15 feet. So you guys are probably like 40 feet out from them.
Oh, okay.
Out- you're probably about 30, 35 feet from the edge of the water, and then another 5 feet
Cool.
to get to
Yeah,
them.
I sit there and I'm like, I walk to the edge, and I sit there with the halberd in my hand, and I pull out a javelin,
Nice.
and give it a toss, and that is, I rolled another 18 there, so that's 24.
Okay.
To skewer me a crab.
Would you like to... Which number crab would you like? I have 5
Just
of
go
them.
for number
No, roll for it.
Oh,
I suppose that makes sense.
that's number 2.
All right, crab
That's what
number
I'm
2.
going for. So that is 9 piercing damage.
I can't wait to watch a drunk dwarf punch a crab.
Guys, D&D is really fun. All right, crab number 2. You hit it. You threw a javelin, and what was your attack roll?
It was the attack roll was 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits the
and
crab.
the damage was 9.
9 damage.
Piercing.
Oh, man. Man, it goes right into him, and it sticks in, and it's kind of wobbling out, and you cracked right through its shell. It's still moving. It is not dead. But that does not look like a happy
Like
crab.
a happy crab.
I would, in fact, say that you are all now infested with crabs.
Why would you though?
That's not the way to put this.
That was a very long walk. That is probably on the editing room floor right now. So that takes us then to
immediately goes to the editing room floor.
crab number 1. Who
Dang, they had a good initiative.
that
roll.
one did. I will say all 5 crabs are going well. 3 of them rolled the same thing, but I did roll for each individual crab.
Gotcha.
So crab number 1 is going after the only thing in range, Ragna, and it's going to go at you with its pincers, and it has rolled an 8.
Nope.
That misses.
Especially with the pincers.
So crab number 1 misses, but is in melee with you now,
Okay.
and that takes us to crab number 2, which is going to do the same thing and gets advantage now.
Oh boy. Oh, do they have some pack tactics?
Flank. You're
He's just
flanked.
flanking.
Oh, okay.
But even with advantage, that is a 6.
Nope.
No.
So that crab misses you as well. There are now 2 crabs at your feet, and one of them has your javelin kind of wiggling around in it.
No.
That takes us to Onbera.
Excellent. I'm gonna go after the one that he hits. She hits. Sorry.
Old
All right.
habits.
Old habits are hard.
Old habits die hard. Alright, yeah, I'm going after the one that she hit. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a sword attack here. That is going to be a 16.
16 hits.
Alright.
Use that bonus action to punch it.
Oh, I'm gonna do that too. So that is going to be 6 damage, but I am going to, of course, use my bonus action to punch it with Flurry of Bros. And
Flurry of bros.
Flurry of Bros, that's right.
You do like you use that and just a whole bunch of guys come out. They're like, hey!
Women's rights.
And
no.
they just like smack your target, and it's flurry of blows.
Okay, let me just make sure I know how to use. Okay, I can make 2 unarmed strikes. That's pretty cool. All right,
You
so
can just do 1 for a bonus action. Flurry of bros. Flurry of bros. Flurry of bros. You have to spend a
Cannon.
key point.
make
for.
2. Okay, yeah.
That costs a key point.
Yes.
Just normally you can use a bonus action to just do a free hit.
Okay, let me. Oh yeah, I think that's just martial arts. If I do flurry
Yeah.
of blows, that's
That's the
that's what I use.
I just didn't know if you
Okay, sure.
you had noticed the difference.
Yes. So I will go ahead and make another attack on that one. We'll do this one
Did you
for
roll
free.
for which one you're hitting?
It's
The one that I hit.
yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm going after that one.
Javelin head.
Yep. Second attack on that is going to be an 18.
That'll hit.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. 17.
hit.
Still, yeah. And that is a D4. That's gonna be an 8. So slash punch.
So how much total?
So that was 6 plus 8, so 14.
That is a very dead crab.
Next up,
Crab number 2 is down. And that takes us to Bilga.
All right. What to do? That was an inspired javelin. I shall follow suit. I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
You love ice.
A favorite of the day. It seems really appropriate. This gnarly like black ice knife appears in my hands.
Wicked.
And I'm gonna sling it, and I'll roll for crab.
Roll D4.
There's 4
There's 4 left.
Crab number 3.
Crab number 3.
I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack against crab number 3, and that's gonna be an unnatural 20.
That's going to hit.
It's gonna take 1d10 piercing damage. It's gonna be 5.
All right.
And then it needs to make a dexterity save. Well, if it's got another crab within 5 feet of it. It's a
It
5
does
foot.
not.
Okay, so just that guy needs to
It
make
needs
a
to make
dex.
a dex save.
DC's only 11.
19.
Oh,
That is a very dexterous crab.
Okay, it succeeds. So that's the
Oh, that cartoon
that's the end of
workshop.
Ice.
You said 6. 6?
5. And that will be it for me.
And you say back away from the edge a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay behind the paladin.
Cool. So that takes us to crabs 3, 4, and 5.
All right.
So in the spirit of rolling, odds will be They will go for Ragna. Evens will go for Anbera.
Mm-hmm.
First one's Ragna. Second one's Anbera.
Mm-hmm.
Third one is also Ragna.
Okay.
So
I don't have a problem with this.
making 3 attacks. Attack number 1 on Ragna is a 6,
No.
but it has advantage because of flanking.
Mm-hmm.
14.
No.
Cool. Attack number 2 on Ragna, also at advantage, as you are now being surrounded. There are 3 crabs around you now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 20.
That will hit, yes.
So that is going to be some damage. That is going to be 8 bludgeoning damage. And you are now grappled.
I'm now grappled. No.
By its claw.
This one, which one is this number?
This is number 5. 1, 3, 4, and 5 are left. 1, 3, and 5 are on you. Number 4 is attacking everyone's favorite drunk monk.
Come on now, come on.
Drunk monk would have just been a better TV show, right? 13, drunk monk.
That'll meet me.
All right, drunk monk, you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And you are also grappled.
Okay.
And that turns us around, takes us to the top of the round to Ragna, who is grappled.
Oh, that's me. I kind of hit the one that's grappling me.
Okay, do that.
Okay, I would like to do that. That is 21.
That certainly hits crab
with
AC.
my great sword. That's what I want. That's 12 slashing.
12 slashing damage.
Not bad.
It's going to take that. Now make a DC 11.
Strength, man?
Yeah, well, grapple check. So you can make athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, it's just a check?
Yeah, to
Okay.
try to escape grapple.
Alright, that's 19.
Yeah. Yep. So you escape grapple. You pull away. You dig into that crab and you pull away, and the little piece of your robe is like the cloth under your armor
Gotcha.
ripped off right down the pant leg.
I look down at it.
But you get out of the grapple. Do you want to do anything else? Do you want to try to move or anything? There are 3 crabs still
There
around
are
you.
3 crabs on me, but like that's a lot of a whole lot of opportunity attacks for me to try to move back.
It's true. You're just going to try to stay where you are?
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. Do that.
Only one of them has actually hit me so far.
Okay.
So.
Well, and one of those is now going to attack you again.
That's fine.
Crab number 1 turns right at you with advantage. That's an 18.
It's an 18 that will hit me.
That will hit, and you will take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And you are once again grappled.
Oh boy.
Crabs auto grapple.
Yeah, that works.
That works with the claws.
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of their one move.
That's kind of their one thing. It's their whole skis. That takes us to Anbera.
All right, I'm going to
Number 4 is the one in melee with you.
Yep.
And 1, 3, and 5 are in melee with Ragna.
Okay. I will go ahead and use athletics to try and break out of that grapple really quick.
All right, do that. DC's 11.
Okay, that's a pass.
All right.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and try and cave this thing's fucking head in now.
All
If you
right,
don't
do it.
mind. If you
Do
don't
it.
mind, I'm just going to go ahead and do... that's going to be a 24.
24 to hit?
Yes.
Yes, you hit the crab.
Yes. I imagined so. And we're going to go ahead and roll... that is going to be 8 damage.
Okay.
How's that looking?
Not quite bloodied.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a punch. That is going to be an 18.
That'll hit.
That
Crab
is going-
AC, not surprisingly large.
Another 8 damage there.
All right.
It's a good punch.
Still standing,
All right.
but the carapace is caved in.
I'm gonna
It's moving on like three legs.
You know, we're gonna go ahead and go for broke here. I'm gonna use Fury of Blows. I'm messed up forever.
Fury of Bros.
I messed up. I thought it was done because this is a thing from another campaign that I accidentally am leaking over, but now I'm stuck with it forever. Thank you, Ken.
Flurry of blows. All right,
All
flurry
right,
of
so I'm
blows.
gonna
This
do
thing.
one more punch. 14.
14 does not hit.
Really?
15 AC. AC of
Respectable
15.
for crabs, actually.
No, I did that right. Shit. All right.
All right. So you punch and you punch, and the third one you just swing and miss, and maybe you shouldn't have had that last beer.
1 second. No, I definitely should have had that last beer because I am.
Can you use your beer power?
Yes. I am going to use my drunken technique I can still use my disengage action.
Okay.
So I am going to interpose myself a little bit closer to Ragna here.
Okay.
That way, maybe I can mitigate some of this flanking damage that she is taking.
That is a
very
good
kind
idea.
of you.
I thought it might be, nice to have some
So
help.
we have the half elf and the dwarf back to back, and 4 crabs circling.
Mm-hmm.
Bilga.
This should be fun. I want to angle myself. I'm guessing, just based on the situation that you just described, that I can probably hit at least 2 if I'm doing a
you
5-foot line.
5-foot line, you can hit 2.
Cool. Then I will line myself up, and I'm going to cast Agonazer's Scorcher.
Ooh.
Nice.
Whatever crabs are in my line. We'll say I'm lining up to hit 2 of the ones that were in front of Ragna.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Agonizer's Scorcher, and a line of black fire erupts from the ground, stretching all the way to the water.
Nice.
They need to make dexterity saving throws. And I'm going to spend all of my sorcery points for heightened spell, which means I have to make this save at disadvantage.
Nice. Sorcerers are nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sorcery points are so fun.
They're so fun.
All right, so we'll
So
say
it's a-
these are crab numbers 3 and 5.
Okay.
Crab number 3, natural 1.
Nice.
Crab number 5, 10.
All
My
right.
DC's 11.
All right.
Hey. So I'm going to roll 3d8 fire damage.
Holy. Trip ones.
That's going to be 12 fire damage.
All right.
I say, crab cakes, anyone? I'm losing the accent. It's going all over the place.
Crab number 5 just melts
Yeah.
and then sinks into the water, and then nobody wants to go in that water now. There's like boiled crab meat, but it's
That
also,
just sounds like soup.
I'm going to eat that one later.
the other crab looks like a stiff wind could kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not even just knock it over. A stiff wind would kill this
I
thing.
blow on it.
You're too far away. Damn it. But it is that one's turn. And that one and number 4. So this one is going to go after Ragna with no
Sounds
advantage.
about right.
That's an 18.
Yeah, that will hit me.
That's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage and once again grappled. The other one's going to go after
So am I
bear.
grappled by 2 crabs at the current moment?
No, you broke the first one, right?
I broke one, and then I was grappled by
yeah,
another
Okay,
one.
so then so you can only be grappled by one thing.
Okay, well then I'm...
You're grappled by 1, and this one went, and it got enough of a piece out of you, but didn't hold on.
Gotcha.
The second one attacks Anbera. That's a 15.
That'll do it.
4 damage, and you are now grappled. But those are all the remaining crabs. There are only 3 left. That takes us back to the top of the round in Ragna.
Alright, I'm going to attack whichever one's holding me.
That would be the first crab.
Crab
the
number
healthy one.
1.
The healthy crab.
That's 19.
That's certainly going to hit.
Okay. That is 10.
10 damage. It is looking more like a meal and less like a creature.
That means it's dead?
No.
Oh.
It means it's bloodied. Would you like to escape that grapple?
Oh, yeah, yes, I would. Let's see how long it lasts. That's a unnatural 20.
Yeah, that certainly gets you out of that grapple, and you fall back in.
I'm seeing you're like throwing elbows, basically. Like this thing pinches on you. Just,
No, not today.
yeah. God damn it.
Suplex.
Like you pick it up and like you lift your arm and it's like hanging. It's
Yeah.
like dangling off.
And as you break the grapple, it comes after you. That same one, 8,
No.
and this time it misses.
How
Finally,
unfortunate for it.
and Bera, your turn.
All right. I'm going after... Let's see. First, I'll try to break out the grapple. That's not going to do it. I rolled an 8.
Oh, so you cannot move.
I cannot move. That's
You
fine.
cannot move
I don't
at
need
all.
to move. I'm going to go ahead and... Let's see here. Which one looks the worst for wear?
Well, the only one that you can reach right now is the one that's got you grappled,
All right. I'll attack that one then.
because your movement speed becomes 0.
Right. All right. That's going to be an 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. 6 damage.
That kills that one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that crab falls dead.
All right,
You
I'm
punch
going.
a crab to death.
Yay!
Actually, it's more of a. It's skewered. It's on the end of my sword. And there's
Perfect.
one other one.
There are 2 other ones
All right.
remaining.
I will go for the one. Let's see. I'll go for whichever one looks the worst.
Okay, that is number 3.
Okay. It's only going to be an 11.
That's
Actually, wait a minute. I'm flanking with him now, aren't I? With her now.
Yes, but there's still 2 of them,
Okay. Fair enough.
so that cancels that out.
Fair enough. All right.
Which is a shame because this is the one that's so close to death.
I know. I'm very annoyed. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna have a minute after this. Fury of blows once more. That's even worse. Nope. I have wasted all of my ki.
It's all gone.
It's alright, I
Okay.
got you.
That takes us to Bilga.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch. Chill Touch on the offending crab.
So you're running into melee?
No. Chill Touch is, despite what it sounds like, it is a ranged spell.
You get it in your hands and you like.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range, and the range is 120 feet. So it's a poor name.
All right, which one?
The offending grappling crab on the drunk monk. So ranged
Well,
spell.
I
attack.
am
killed that
not
one.
grappled, but there's just one that's like running around. Now
Oh yeah, the one that he failed to kill.
Yes.
then.
Okay, go for it.
That is going to be a 19.
That certainly hits.
So it's going to be 1d8 necrotic damage.
It doesn't matter. It has 1 solitary hit point left.
Good. It also can't regain hit points until the start of its next turn, which is going to be never.
And in the leaderboard of which crab do you certainly not want to eat, crab number 3 now looks like the one you certainly don't want to eat. As it is just,
because the hand is still clinging onto it.
and it's just dripping green.
It just squeezes the crab. It doesn't really do much. But
There's
it's just-
crab juices coming out, but you don't want those crab juices.
I pictured that as Ava.
That takes us to Ragna, back to the top of the round. There is 1 crab remaining.
I'm
In the words of an
Great
old
sword.
cleric of mine, fuck this little guy up.
all right, that's a 18.
That hits.
So that is 5 plus 6, so 11.
Yeah.
Great sword slashing damage.
All right, Ragna.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
I think just the classic overhead, and like cut down the middle, a little jobby.
Bisect this thing.
Yeah, bisect it.
You bisect the remaining crab,
Fantastic.
and you all look up as you hear golf claps from around the crowd.
I go to
There might be 15 people here.
and pull my javelin out of the one, and like I walk up to like the water and like swish it around.
I'm gonna go reclaim the crab that I roasted. I'm gonna take it to the cantina and I'm gonna eat it.
I put the javelin back in my back, and as I'm walking
I
away,
am
I'm
on
just
board.
like,
Yeah.
Flipping the birds.
I join Ragna.
At
Bird
the-
squad.
Girl squad, bird squad.
Ladybird Swad.
Topical.
How topical.
Especially if this doesn't come out for 2 months.
Here we are.
Yeah.
It'll be even more topical.
At the in the front row is Colonel Rodrigo, who is clapping.
I specifically like when I'm lifting my hands up to flip off the crowd, I like specifically like put my hands down when I pass him, and I
Yeah, you go like
yeah, thumbs up to Hirati. Fuck everyone else.
Well, that's well done, y'all. That will be 1 Roddy point for each y'all. Add it to my big board.
Do we get that token?
No,
Good.
you don't need tokens. No, man.
You don't sound like that.
I just totally copied your voice
Yeah,
there,
you did.
and that's the problem with a bunch of accents around one table,
Yeah, especially fresh ones.
especially
mine's
fresh
just Zack Robb, but more indignant.
Just grouchy.
ones. Grouch Rob.
Grouch Robb. It's like the new Groucho Marx.
Now, that was some fine work y'all did there.
boy.
You all can certainly, of course, eat that crab for some dinner.
I intend to.
That would look mighty tasty. Maybe not the one with the hand of death wrapped around
Oh,
it. but
right.
I got mine here.
And you're just holding up half of the crab.
I'm holding up my sword, which still has one skewered on it.
Skewered. Now, these are giant crabs, which are medium beasts.
It's a healthy crab.
These are pretty decently sized crabs.
It's a good-ass dinner.
Yeah.
That's a lot of legs still.
Right, I'm going to take that one down there that doesn't look like it ended up back in the water. Or, nope, that one looks like it got cooked by your death smoke.
No, he's got
Your
the one
death
with
fire.
smoke.
I'm not taking that one.
Dibs.
You can take the one I bisected.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to eat good tonight.
Easier to cook that way.
Also,
I'll mage hand it up to him.
y'all done good.
I'll throw it at him.
Everybody roll a D100.
Oh man.
Oh.
Do we get a cool thing?
81.
We all sound like Rodrigo now.
There
Yep,
we are.
God damn it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rodrigo Path.
I listen to that.
Where we are all Rodrigo.
It's all Rodrigo all the time.
WBUL Bullbarg.
WROD.
Country music.
420.96 radio.
Right. So what you rolled at? I can drop the
81. Or, I'm
80?
sorry, 80. Yeah, 81.
81. You get an elemental gem.
Ooh. 54.
54. You get. You know what? Why don't you roll again?
Oh yeah. It's 95.
You get a ring of swimming.
Ooh. So give me a swimsuit.
24.
I'll tell you in a second. 24. Ooh, you're gonna have to roll again.
Ooh. What am I rolling?
You are rolling a D10.
10. 6.
Potion of necrotic resistance.
Hey.
All right. So what you get? A ring of swimming.
Ring of swimming.
Ring of swimming. That will give you a swimming speed of 40 feet.
It's too bad I wear heavy armor,
Well,
It gives it to you.
you got an
Yeah.
Oh.
So you just have it.
You
huh?
have
Oh,
it.
well, that's nice.
Even in that heavy.
You may be sinking while it's happening, but
hey, I'm real good.
As long as you can swim
it is
up more than you
magic.
go down.
Yeah.
It is a magic ring.
all right. You got the elemental gem.
I did. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
You need to
right
roll a
now.
D4.
Yep.
Determine the element.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where
If it's fire, it'll trade you.
4.
That would be a water elemental,
Oh.
which is fitting.
You can
Yep.
keep it.
This gem contains a mode of elemental energy. When you use an action to break the gem, an elemental is summoned, as if you would cast Conjure Elemental, and the gem's magic is lost.
Homie.
It
Yeah.
is a water elemental,
Whoa!
and it is one use.
Yes.
That's a cool item.
It is.
Yeah.
I would like some bigger armor.
Well, if it was bigger,
Your guards-
you would not
you-
fit in it.
You all make your way out,
I mean, bigger than mine.
back out down the tunnel. And your guards meet you down there, and they let you,
Misas?
bathe, wash the crab stink off.
Mm-hmm.
And they lead you back to the barracks and to your rooms. But you do have access to a kitchen and such. And on the way back, and Barry, you'd see Neil just standing at the edge, just staring you down, shaking his head, disbelief that you actually managed to beat the crabs, but also angry that they were just crabs.
I take my so as part of my loadout, my initial loadout, I have one lucky trinket, and my lucky trinket is a golden scale from the monastery. And I flick it back and forth. I just roll it over my fingers, and I flick it up in the air, flip them off real quick, and catch it. Pocket it again.
I have a question about Nil.
Yes.
He's a half orc like me, right?
Yes.
He cute though? Should I roll for it?
I don't
In the
know.
spirit of random game?
In the spirit of random game.
Well, I guess we'll the roll to be to see if I find him attractive.
Yes.
What should I roll?
Let's roll a.
Hashtag boner check.
It's a charisma save.
Sure.
It's a boner check.
Sure.
I guess in this case, lady boner check.
It's a 21.
No, you're good.
Okay.
However, as with all saves, you can choose to fail. Just tuck that away in your brain space for a later date. For the Mind Palace, the Mind Theater.
Not right now. I'm all right. I do give him a little like I'll give him like one of the like a little wave as I walk by.
He looks confused. He's half of him is an orc.
I just like on my way out like grab a thing of popcorn from like the vendor and like
Good.
for
You now have a thing.
Oath of Redemption, I'm real surly. Thank you for listening to Another Path, Birds of Prey. Check us out online. Our website is anotherpathpodcast.com. Look us up on Facebook at facebook.com/anotherpathpodcast. On Twitter at anotherpathpod. If you want to support the show, check out our Patreon or go over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe to us. Or you can check us out on our personal Twitters. Chase at TQLoudly, Ryan at Ryan_Albrecht, Griffin at GriffCold, and myself at that guy, Zack Robb. Thanks for checking out our show, and until next time, remember that one Roddy point turns into one awkward candlelit dinner.